Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So on this video, I will show you how to download and install your VirtualBox machine on your Windows 10 operating system. So this procedure will work perfectly fine on any Windows operating system. So if you're using Windows 7 and Windows 8, and this tutorial will be the same for you. So first of all, what is VirtualBox? So VirtualBox machine is a free open source software wherein you can install a different operating system to your native operating system. For example, I have here a Windows 10 operating system, so with the use of VirtualBox machine, I can install a different operating system just like Linux operating systems, the Linux Ubuntu and Linux Mint, or any Windows operating system like Windows 7 and Windows 8, and it will work with the use of the VirtualBox. So first of that, we have to download the VirtualBox. So let's see how to download a VirtualBox. So just simply go to your browser and search for VirtualBox. And the first link you see from Oracle VirtualBox. So just simply click this link and it will be directed to its website. So the website will be able you to see a downloads, while on the other side will able you to see a documentation about a VirtualBox. So if you want to know more about VirtualBox, just simply read this documentation, and the bottom part of it you can see a button, and just click it so that you can download the latest version, which is VirtualBox 5.1. But for me, I just want to use the download, so I will just click this options, downloads, and here I can see the downloads for the different operating systems like Windows, Linux, Solaris, and many more. So for me, because I'm using a Windows operating system, I will choose the Windows for VirtualBox. So I will just simply click this executable file. So this file is 118 megabytes. So just simply click the save file, and it will take 1 minute or less before the download will be completed. So let's just wait until it's done so we can see how to install the VirtualBox. So after that, just double click the executable file since it's done downloading. Then after that, minimize your browser. So it's just a easy, straightforward procedure. So first of all, your installer will start. Then after that, we'll say welcome to
First of all,
Oracle
your installer will
VirtualBox.
start and it says welcome to the Oracle VM VirtualBox. So here we just have to click next. Now in here also you may select the way you wanted the features to be installed, but you can just leave everything else by default. And this is the location where your VirtualBox will be installed, but if you don't want to change it or you don't have the reason to change it, simply leave it by default and click next. And then you can choose some options. So if you want to create start menu entries, then leave the checkbox checked, and the second one will create a shortcut on your desktop, and the third option will be the quick launch bar, and the fourth will be the register file association. And again, I will click next, I will click yes, and then install, which is going to start installing the VirtualBox on my operating system. And in between the process, you will see this kind of prompt or a warning, and you just need to click yes here to allow the application to install software on your desktop. And now it's going to start installing. So while waiting for it to complete, actually installing a VirtualBox to your desktop gives a lot of advantages. So you can have multiple operating systems at a time without restarting the single computer, and it can also completely isolate virtual environment from host operating system, and you can run your old legacy applications and operating systems on your latest computer. Alright, so now in between we will receive this security prompt, and it says Oracle Corporation Universal Serial Bus to be installed on your system. So you just simply go ahead and install and wait for it to complete. complete. Now I can see this VirtualBox icon in my desktop, and it will also appear in the start menu. So let me take a look. So um, if it does not appear yet on your start menu, it will surely appear after a successful installation. So what you have to do is to simply wait for it to be completely installed in your system. Now the installation of the VirtualBox is finished on my system, so I will leave this checkbox checked, and I am now going to launch my VirtualBox. So just go ahead and hit the finish button, and now the VirtualBox is launching. So you can see when the VirtualBox has started, it is going to look like this. And in here, you can add new operating system as a virtual machine on your Windows operating system. And we will be installing Ubuntu in this VirtualBox.
Hi everyone, I am here to install a new operating system on our VirtualBox. Click next, and then select the name that you want to name your OS, and then you can select any type of operating system and their version. But as you can see, Ubuntu already exists in our virtual machine, so I decided to add a version after the name of our operating system. And click next, and then as you can see here, you can see the memory size of your operating system, and you can resize it by dragging this button here. After that, then click next, and then here you have to choose what options you want in your OS, and then use an existing virtual hard drive file and create a virtual hard drive new, and then I chose to select this, and then this is hard drive file type, and we want to create a virtual disk image. So I'll just choose this and click next. After that, this storage on physical hard drive. I prefer to choose this option. It will automatically allocate storage, and then click next. This is the minimum memory allocation of your operating system, which is 8 gig, and you can increase it by dragging this scroll here depending on the availability of your device. Then click create. Once you click create, you can see our created virtual machine here. It still doesn't have an OS, so before we add our OS here, we need to click settings first, and then you can change the name of your operating system here. You might wanna choose shared clipboard and drag and drop options into bidirectional. so that you can copy and paste from your virtual machine from your original OS. And here you can change your allocated memory, and then you can increase the CPU in here for your OS, for your virtual machine. And then click the storage, and then in here click host drive D, and then click the icon, the disk icon, and then choose a virtual CD DVD disk file, and then get your location of your ISO, then copy and paste here, copy it and then paste it from here. You can select your ISO from here, and then click open. This is, as you can see, the path here change for your ISO, and then click OK. We can already start our virtual machine by right click and then click start, or we can simply press start here, and then we have to wait for the installation process. We just have to wait here. We have to wait for a while here, and then as you can see here, here is your created this is the name of your created operating system. After that, you need to select language for your OS, then English, click install Ubuntu. As you can see, you are preparing to install Ubuntu. Download update while installing Ubuntu, and install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware. I want to check these two, and then click continue. In the next stage, installation type. You may be seeing erase disk and install Ubuntu. It's not going to erase all of your files, but this is just a default option for the operating system for the Ubuntu. It's okay to click here. It's not going to erase anything, and click install now. Here is the default configuration. Just click continue, and here you can, this will be your name of your operating system, your Ubuntu machine, and I chose to code bind. This is a username, and the computer's name by default it is code bind. I forgot to. You can just delete virtual, remove this name if you want to, but it's your choice. I want it combined. I input your password here, any password, and then click continue, and then you have to wait for the installation. This might take a little while. We might wait for a little while here. So after after that is complete, we need to restart our virtual machine. Here it says that installation is complete and you need to restart the computer in order to use the new installation. Click the restart now. Click restart. It might take a while here, but it's done. You can cancel here. Just click close, then power off the machine in order to restart, or because it takes a lot of time, so click start again. You have to wait here. It's already starting. This is your username, and your input your password here. After that, click continue. And we'll just have to wait for a few seconds here. And this is your desktop here. And I think that's my time. And this is how you install your operating system, which I chose Ubuntu for ours. This is the overview of your operating system, and that's all. Thank you.